I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Yahweh being the Father, the God, Yahweh Shai being the Son, who the world ignorant call him Jesus Christ. Today I'm out here for the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans and Native Americans. Let you guys know we are the chosen people out of the Bible that the Bible speaks of. And that we got to return back to him and follow the law, statute, and commandments that he provided for us today. This is Ezekiel 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made you a watchman for the house of Israel. So right now, we're the watchmen of the house of Israel, to let you guys know what needs to be done in these last days, because we're living in the last days, as you can see. There's wars, there's famine, there's a lot of things that's been taking place today in this world, man, that this world is coming to an end. Therefore, hear a word from my mouth and give them warning from me. And the things that's being said out of these precepts, out of this Bible, out of these scriptures, is warning to the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans, that the world is coming to an end, is coming to a destruction, and that you have to return back to his laws, statutes, and commandments and follow him, or you will be destroyed in these last days. And you got to understand what's happening. If you small step and breathe and pay attention to the things that's been taking place out here into the world, hey, ancient Babylon is falling. This place is being destroyed. And you got to return to the Most High. And I'm out here to give warning, to let you guys know. This is Ezekiel, chapter 2, verse 1. And he said to me, Son of man, stand on your feet, and I will speak to you. So right now, the Most High is speaking to me and letting you guys know what needs to be done in these last days. Then the Spirit entered me when he spoke to me and set me on my feet. And I heard him who spoke to me. And he said to me, Son of man, I am sending you to the children of Israel. Who's the children of Israel, man? The so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans. We the children of Israel. And I'm out here to let you guys know who you are. That you got to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High God. To a rebellious nation who has rebelled against me. We hard-headed, we don't listen. We don't listen, we want to do what we want to do. We want to sit out here and freak off. We want to smoke, we want to drink. We want to party all day. But that's not what the Most High God wants us to do. He wants us to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. That's why I'm out here to let the people know, out of the book of the chosen people, that you got to follow the laws, statutes, and commandments. And their fathers has transgressed against me to this very day. That's why we're put in this position in the first place. Because our forefathers has went against God. They started worshiping other gods. They start rebelling and going against the Most High Yahweh, who's the Father. That's why we're put in captivity. That's why the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and so-called Native Americans is at the bottom. That's why we're on welfare. That's why we're in the hoods. That's why we're struggling to eat. That's why we have no fathers in the household. Because we went against the Most God, the Most High. And right now we're being punished for our transgressions. For they are abundant and stubborn children. We stubborn. We don't listen. We don't listen to what the God said to us. We want to do what we want to do. And right now we paying for it. But in these last days, Barak 2 and 30, he said that we will remember him in a captivity. We're in captivity right now. Right? If you look around, we the ones that's going through it. We the ones that's struggling. We the ones that's being oppressed. We the ones that kids waking up and they don't got a father in the house. Right? We beefing against our baby mamas. We ain't in the family no more. Because this was organized and designed to keep us oppressed and away from each other. I am sending you to them. Who is them? The people of Israel. The chosen people out of the Bible that the Bible speak of. The so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans. We the only ones as a nation that is struggling today. We don't know who we are. We calling ourselves black. We calling ourselves niggas. We calling ourselves Mexican. But that's not what the Bible says. It's 18 nations in the Bible. We are the children of Israel. And I shall say to them, thus says the Lord. And what is being said is the scriptures and the precepts that's out of this Bible. These ain't my words. These are God's words, right? And he's here to let you know that this place is going down in destruction. Nuclear fire. There's going to be missiles sent over here to destroy ancient Babylon today. The Most High doesn't love everybody. He loves a chosen few. He loves the children of Israel. Who needs saving today? So-called blacks and so-called Mexicans. We the one who destroying each other. We the one who's gangbanging. We the one who killing each other. Stepping on somebody's shoes, your brother want to kill you. What sense does that make? And this Christianity, Islam, Baptist is false. That's not the right doctrine. Because what they have designed and told you that God loves everybody, which he don't. He don't love the people that put us in captivity. He don't love the people that raped, robbed, and murdered and took over this place. This place today was the natives, right? They came and destroyed our people and said, look, God loves everybody. Then if he loved everybody, then why are we at the bottom? Why they changed the images in the Bible? Where you clearly as read, everybody in the Bible is so-called black. They got melatonin. You feel me? They're not white. What they have portrayed to us and let us know. Why? Because they want to keep us under chains. They don't have us in physical chains anymore. They have it on our mind. We don't have the yokes of iron on our necks anymore. They got it on our minds. Whereas we love our oppressor. Why don't we love our own people? Why don't we care for our own people as a nation and be there for our people and stop killing each other in the streets today? Why you think the cops is always on our bumper? Always following where we go, because it's designed for that, for us to be oppressed by the oppressor. We the only ones that's killing each other. Right? Let me go to Matthew. Because everybody think that the Most High God is coming back to play patty cake. No, he's coming back for judgment. And if you don't get it right, you will be destroyed in these last days. Bear with me. This is Matthew chapter 10, verse 34. And these are the words of the Most High. Red letter. Do not think that I came to bring peace on earth. I did not come to bring peace, but a sword. He come back to destroy this place. He's coming back for judgment. He's coming back for blood. He's coming back for the people that have oppressed his chosen people. Right? And you got to understand who salvation is for. It's for the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and so-called Native Americans. This is the good news. Because right now, God's people is lost. They don't know themselves. That's why we strung out on drugs. That's why we beefing among each other. That's why we hate each other. We don't have an identity. We don't know who we are. Our people think they're African American, where they're not. That's a continent and a country. And two names named after two Italians, which are so-called white men. Right? And what they do is they come, rape, rob, and murder, and they put their stamp on the place that they done rape, robbed, and murdered. That's why their names is all out throughout the earth. Right? That's why we got last names that's not our last names. Right? We speak Hebrew, but we came to a land or a language we do not know. Right? That's why we got to come back to the law, statutes, and commandments. And you can't say you love God and you don't follow his commandments. That don't make no sense. That's why they told us, hey, if you want to read, hey, put it in the book. Because these so-called blacks don't read. If you want to hide something from a so-called nigga, put it in a book. This is why they didn't want us to read. Because in these last days, we will remember ourselves. We will know who we are as a people, as a nation. That's the crafty council that they came up with. To come together and orchestrate a design to go against us. Right? If you got God's chosen people in captivity, your kingdom will go on. But as you see in these last days, it's not happening. You got the white man fighting against the white man. You got Ukraine going against Russia. Right? That's Matthew 12. Hey, you got to prove all things. Let me bring that out. Matthew 12, verse 26. If Satan cast out Satan, he's divided himself. Who's Satan today? Who's the devil today? And that goes in being that's being deceitful, lying, being conniving, telling lies, right? Because we trust in people that's supposed to take care of us and they're not doing their job. We need to trust in the Most High. That's what we need to trust in. Right? We trusted in a nation, which is the Edomites today, that the Bible speaks of to deliver us from captivity, which is not going to work. We need to trust in the Most High God. How then will his kingdom stand? Right? You got the president, Biden, hey man, he can't tell his hand from his ass. Salakia, right? You got him going off. You got him embarrassing himself on camera. Can't even follow directions that's given to him. And the Most High is giving you visions and signs how this place is going to be destroyed. He's making his way back today as we speak. Right? I know you guys have heard of the Hebrew Israelites. We are the chosen people that the Bible speaks of. We're not a cult, right? We're not a hate group. We just care about our people. We love our people. And loving your people is telling them the truth on who they are. Because right now, a majority of us don't know who we are. Right? We got people in LA killing each other over jewelry. Over jewelry. Right? And all the gold and silver was taken from the Israelites. Right? And you got to understand that. Everybody know who we are, but we don't know ourselves. Right? This place was built off blood, sweat, and tears. Right? How is the Moabites, which is the Chinese, how is the Hamites, which is the Africans, are able to come to the United States and live better than the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans? And I'm talking about as a nation, as a people. Right? That's what I'm talking about. And they want to sit here and downplay us because we're coming to who we are as a people. Right? We come from kings and priests. And everybody want to give tribute and love to Queen Elizabeth, where she done raped and robbed everybody. It don't make no sense. We got to worry about ourselves, our people, and care for our people, and not care about everybody else. We got to get ourselves together first. How are we able to love everybody else? We don't even love ourselves. That's Stockholm Syndrome. You start to love the people that then rape, rob, and murder you. Right? At the end of the day, hey, if we was out there on the street selling drugs, they wouldn't care. But now that we're reading this Bible and coming out with the true gospel, the true doctrine that the Most High gave us, is a problem to everybody. Everybody want to be up in our business now, right? Everybody want to know what we talking about. When this Bible don't concern you. Holy means separate. The Holy Bible is separate from everybody else, right? Because when you clearly read the Bible, it describes a one nation of people. The so-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Mexicans. That's who it is.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, you good.
Thank you. I want to know what's going on.
No, I'm gonna let you know. Let me cross this out. Salaki, hold up.
I'm not trying to mess up your video.
No, you good, man. What's your nationality?
What's that?
What's your nationality?
Oh, I'm white.
You're white. You down to sit here and talk to me for a minute?
Yeah, I'll post up for a second. I got my whole family up there watching. We're all interested.
Okay, yeah.
I want to know more what's going on.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I need to be educated on stuff. I feel like I don't know enough. And I'm always down to hear other people what they got to say.
Take that. Can you stand right there for me real quick? Right. So, you interested in what's going on today? Right?
100%.
100%. Yeah. Right. So, we are the chosen people out of the Bible that the Bible speak of.
Okay.
Right? When you go to Deuteronomy 28, it tells you who God's chosen people are. The so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, so-called Native Americans. And that, what is you, Caucasian?
Caucasian white.
Okay, where from exactly?
Well, most migrated from Germany and Greek.
Yeah,
from
my grandparents. And so you know the Greeks was the first ones that took over this place.
I had no idea that, actually.
Where my pocket for?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Watch this. Let me let you know.
I thought that was Christopher Columbus and all the other people on the
Christopher Columbus said that he was the first one that discovered America.
Yes.
Which was a lie. Because who discovered America was Israelites. So when they came over here, who did they find here? Aztecs. Right, exactly. And what they then did was they took crafty counsel, right? They have manipulated them and told them certain things, and when their back was turned, they stabbed them in the back. They brought chicken pox. They brought certain diseases here and took them in captivity. Look at that.
That's crazy. The Bible was sold to the Greeks and would be removed far from our homeland, Jerusalem.
Listen to this. And it happened, this is 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. See, this is the Apocrypha. This is the 14 Bibles that they took out of the Bible, right? Because these are the Bibles that let you know in depth on the truth and how things took place and how things happened.
So it's been rewritten. The Bible is...
It hasn't been rewritten. Not at all. It's just been put in different languages.
In the different texts.
Exactly, so we can get understood. Where we at today? We in Babylon, right? So at the end of the day, these words is too powerful and too strong to be rewritten. There's no way. Because if it was rewritten, why is it in the Bible that the Bible speak of saying that Jesus, who the world ignorantly call him Jesus, Yahweh Shai, is black? If the white man wrote the Bible, aren't you going to take that out?
You would think so.
Exactly.
You would think so.
Exactly. Right? You would take that out.
Because you wouldn't want that to be the truth.
Exactly. But what it is that's why they got religion. That's why they got certain crafty counsel took in place to keep us distracted. That's why they got Christianity. That's why they got Baptists. That's why they got Islam, right? And then what they do is they have certain people put up in place to teach certain doctrine that they want them to know.
Control the population.
Hey, our people, my people is so they have the zeal, they don't got the knowledge. We're trying to grab something and grasp to something that would make us feel good, right? That we will understand who we are as a people. We're emotional people, you know what I mean?
Right.
To as if you tell us something and understand that all this was beaten into us during slavery.
I would believe it.
You feel me?
I would believe
so
it.
that's why things is taking place.
Especially in today's time and where we're going
Yeah,
with today's
exactly.
society.
Watch this. This is 1 Maccabees 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander of the Philip, the Macedonian, who came out of the land of Chement, accepted Darius, king of the Persians, and Midas, that he resigned in his stead and stood the first over Greece. So Alexander was the first king over the Greece, over the Greeks.
Yep.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, Roman, and when they're all fighting in the channel.
Exactly. Now check this out. Verse 7. So Alexander resigned 12 years. This is what he did. And he went through the ends of the earth and took spoils of many nations, insomuch that the earth was quiet before him, whereupon he has exalted and his heart was lifted up. He done took everything from everybody. It was so quiet, he didn't know what else to do. Right?
Wow.
Did you know Alexander the Greek? We call him the freak. Did you know he was a homosexual?
I did not know that.
He died of a disease.
It was an AIDS?
Yeah.
And that's
Right.
not slavery,
Yeah. And when he died, this is what he did. So Alexander reigned 12 years, and then he died. So he was the king for 12 years. And his servants bare rule everyone in his place. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, and sold their sons after them many years. And the evils were multiplied in the earth.
And that's when slavery started.
Exactly.
Damn,
What do you think is taking place today? It's still evil among
it's
the
still
earth.
evil, yeah. Yeah, a lot of the George Soros, a lot of people are saying what has been in the Bible has been exactly to this point is how LGBTQs got started, and that's where a lot of the trans and people are getting.
Yeah, that comes from the Greeks and Romans.
From the Greeks and Romans.
Exactly, they brought that here.
It comes into place. Now it's starting to make sense in like a circle.
Yeah, they brought that here. Let me let you know this, man. Right?
I'm not too much on religion, but I do follow a little bit.
There's no such thing as religion.
That's why I say I don't know. I don't have any type of belief.
Religion means practice.
Practice, yeah.
Right.
What you study and what you.
So what they did was they took the Bible, right?
Right.
And took the images in the Bible and made them white. That's why you see in the churches.
Yeah.
That's why you see on TV in certain places that the angels and so-called Jesus is white. You know who the Jesus that they show to us who he is? That's Caesar Borgia.
I knew it was someone.
That's Caesar Borgia.
I don't feel
right?
like that was.
That's the Pope's son, who was in love with Leonardo what's his name? Leonardo da Vinci, the painter.
Yeah.
He painted who his love was. Right? They so disrespectful. They say that's Jesus.
Damn.
Right? And the white man
he was able to paint that on the wall.
And the white man is the only one to claim as himself as being a god, where he's not. Listen to this. Watch this. This is Job 9. Job 9 and 24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He covers the faces of its judges. If it's not he, who else could it be? Right?
Alexander, they're talking about.
No, they talking about the white man.
Oh, the white man.
Right. Who's an Edomite today? Esau. Right? Because remember, there was two nations in the womb. Right? That's back in Genesis. Okay? Esau is the firstborn. Remember, he came out as red. Why you think the white man called himself rednecks?
I had not a clue.
Hey, see, the thing about it is, it's so higher up.
No one ever talks about it.
Exactly. Why? Because they don't want it to spread. They don't want the truth to spread on who the people they got in captivity are.
That's fucked up.
It is.
That ain't right.
It is. So how do you feel about that? Let me ask you something.
Well, kind of makes me mad.
Yeah. Right. Who's the world? Who's the earth given into? Keep it real. Who runs the earth?
5 founding fathers.
Exactly. The white man.
Right. Yeah, all that, yeah. And I thought there was something sketchy about that.
Yeah.
That's a lot of evil's coming out of LA.
Yeah.
A lot of it's right up there.
Yeah. Remember they done passed a law in Illinois, Chicago about the low-key to purge.
Yeah, I
hear
heard about that.
Yeah.
That ring on that.
Yeah.
That's
So
weird.
it's all orchestrated to design to bring us
I
down
also
more.
heard a lot about it on the black on black crime, that a lot of people are masking up, and there's undercover CIA agents, and they're all a lot of white men going around disguising the other people as an African American to cause to seem like there's more hate on hate.
Yeah, that's called crafty counsel.
Yeah, so
That's
I've
called
noticed that,
counsel.
and it's all happening in Detroit, and
Right.
there's a lot of truth
Right,
coming out on that.
right. And I got a question for you, man. So how do you feel about my people, so-called black, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans? How do you feel about them going into slavery? You think that's wrong?
Oh, 100%.
Right.
I don't believe in that.
And do you think there should be judgment to happen to the people that have done that?
Yeah.
You think so?
Well, those are, I
need you to be honest with me, man.
for those people to be thinking slavery is all right, though, that's not okay.
Right.
We got to reverse the roles and go back and reset stones. We have to remake something, or it's going to be a repeated pattern. We're just going to keep repeating history.
Right.
So if everybody just acts calm and no one speaks up on it, we're never resolving an issue.
See, the thing about it is that
we also shouldn't have the same type of hate back and forth.
See, that's the thing about it. It's no hate. It's no hate.
That's
it's
good.
justice.
It's just justification.
We want justice, because the justice they try to give us is not equivalent to the justice that's been taking place today. It's not fair.
You're right. I didn't even know that shit was going on today.
It's not fair, right?
Is slavery still going on?
Oh yeah, definitely. We're still in slavery today.
Here in the States?
Yes, definitely.
How is that?
Definitely. Hey,
I'm blinded by that, and I don't even see what's going on.
I mean, you ride into the big ass pickup truck. You look like you got land over there.
It's all this doctors. He owns all this.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, my people in the hoods, in the slums, as a nation, it's only probably you got a little small percentage that's doing good for themselves. All praises to the Most High, right? But when you look at the nations, who's doing better? The so-called white man.
I always wondered about that. Huh?
Yeah, exactly.
I thought it was equal opportunity.
Hey, once you got God's chosen people oppressed and at the bottom, they're able to live on it. This is their kingdom, right? We done built this place for them.
Yeah.
And what do we get? Not a damn thing. We get Section 8.
That's fucked up.
Right? We get welfare.
Yup.
You know what I'm saying?
I see that.
We the one that pack up the jailhouses.
Yep.
Right? We got every other nation living good. You got other nations coming from different places here a year and living better than us, opening up businesses and some more shit. Salakia, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we've been here since day one.
No, they do that. Iraqis and other people get $80,000 grants to come over and open up shop. That's why most of our 7-Elevens are ran by Arabians and Middle Easterns.
See?
Because they're giving other people opportunities that they're not giving our African Americans. Here in the States, and I have seen it. I do think that's fucked up.
See? And listen to this.
And that's real shit going on.
Exactly. This is Habakkuk 2:12. Woe to him who builds a town with bloodshed. Who built the town on bloodshed?
People.
Whose people?
Your people.
We didn't build this town. Yeah, we built the town on bloodshed, but who built the town on bloodshed?
The white man that
Exactly. Remember, we was in slavery.
Right.
We got our ass whooped to build this place. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
Who established a city by iniquity? Who established a city by sin?
Right? That's a white man.
Right, exactly.
It's still going on.
And so let me tell you something, man. Let me tell you something. Let me be honest with you, brother. Right? Let me be honest with you. Because at the end of the day, the Most High, he has enemies, man. Right? And his enemies is the ones that he has his chosen people oppressed and in captivity. Right? So, do you feel there should be repercussions for the people that put us in slavery? And I don't want you to say that, you know, because what I hear a lot is that when I talk to a Edomite or a Moabite or a Hamite, and what they say is, we didn't do that, right? Why are we getting punished? Well, same thing applies with us too, right?
Yeah, it's a two-way street.
Exactly.
It can't be one-sided at all.
Hey, exactly.
Because you breathe the same air I breathe.
So at the end of the day, why do people
people
think that is fair and that is right when judgment comes to them? Because in the Bible it says right there, it says this. This is Isaiah 14, verse 21. Prepare slaughter for his children because the iniquity they fathers, lest them rise and possess the land and fill the faces world with cities. Prepare slaughter. So the Most High is coming back to destroy the so-called white man, so-called Asian man, so-called Japanese man, so-called African man. And just know We're not African. You know what I'm saying? And when it goes into, oh well, you sold your own people. No, the Egyptians showed us, right? We're Israelites. We're Israel.
Yes.
When you go to Exodus 11:7, it shows you that He has made a difference between us.
Yeah,
You
and
know
they
what
say
I'm saying?
the pigment, the only thing difference in our pigment of our skin color is that they say most people that are African American are darker. It's because they've been here longer. In the times of.
Don't you know we was all brown at a point in time?
I did not know that. So how is our color changing like that?
It's a curse. It's the leprosy. Remember when Cain killed Abel?
No.
Yeah.
I never even heard that part.
Yeah, that's back in Genesis.
Oh shit.
And I'm gonna paraphrase it just because time's sake.
Right.
Cain killed Abel, right? So he's a fugitive in the world today. That's why the Most High God changed his color to white, but it's supposed to be red.
Damn, that's how
you define who the enemy is. But as you see, he goes through all different type of countries and different places, and he mingle himself with everybody else to try to hide his disguise. The thing about it is, the higher ups, they know that. The people that runs this world, they know that, right? They know what's going on. They know who they are. They know what's being taken place, right? They know judgment is coming, right?
Oh yeah.
So right now they made it to whereas they nation will benefit off of us. We don't own no stores. We don't own not a damn thing. If we do own something, it's our individual sales.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Nipsey Hussle, look at him. He tried it up there up in LA.
And our own people killed him.
That's fucked up.
Right?
And
And that's the curses among our people.
that's not right.
At all. So this is Isaiah. No, Salaki, let me go to Revelations. So do you feel that the people that put us in slavery should go into slavery?
It would only be fair.
Right, it'll only be fair, only be right. And what's your name?
Ryan.
Ryan, I appreciate your honesty, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate your honesty because that's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Right? Watch this. This is Revelations 13.
Yeah, it's crazy what's unfolds from these things. It
Hey,
is real.
hey,
And
yeah,
this thing, it
yeah.
ain't been ready for no
Yeah,
reason.
see, the thing about it is, they don't want people to know this. That's why the people that orchestrate and runs everything, they want you to let you know, oh, God loves everybody. He don't love everybody. I don't want to hear nobody go to John 3:16 because nobody knows that scripture.
I wouldn't even know.
Hey, nobody know how to break that down because when he talk about a world, he's talking about one world. There's plenty of worlds. You got the sea world.
Is that the new world?
One world, which he's talking about Israel. But the new world is coming, but it's only for chosen. The new world that is coming is only for the Israelites. The new world that is coming, which is the Father's kingdom, is only for the 12 tribes of Israel. Nobody else.
So do you think we're getting closer to the end of times?
We at the end of times. You got to look at prophecy.
Because I've noticed a lot of like natural disasters and other things starting to unfold.
Let me before I go to Revelations, let me go to Matthew. Right? And this is New Testament. Let me go to Matthew. This is Matthew 12. Salaki, Matthew 10. This is Matthew 10. Verse. Matthew 10, verse 34. Do not think I came to bring peace on earth. I did not, but I came to bring a sword. So he's coming back to bring destruction. He's coming back to bring judgment, right? This is Matthew 24. This is Matthew 24, verse 6. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. What are you hearing today?
Wars and rumors.
Exactly.
Russia, Ukraine.
Exactly.
Nuclear.
Yeah.
threats upon us, all
Yeah.
threats upon
And
us.
then, didn't you know India signed like pretty much an agreement with Russia, with them to be together. Remember, you got NATO as well too.
Oh, I don't know too much about NATO.
Yeah.
Separation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get educated on this.
You should probably come here too. This is Matthew 24 and 6. And you will hear of wars and rumors of wars. See, you are not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. The end is not yet, because there's a lot of things that's going to take place first.
I think so.
You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of judgment. There's going to be a lot of bloodshed, right? There's going to be a lot of things that's happening these last days. There's going to be a lot of famine. You know the famine, right?
Nope.
We'll get it.
I haven't even heard that word.
Right.
Not even in my vocabulary.
Let me go to Revelations 13:9 and 10. Since you said that it should be equal, you know what I mean? It should be equal among each other, right?
Yeah.
That it should only be right if the white man go into captivity, right?
Sounds like it.
Right. Listen to this. This is Revelations 9 verse 10. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. He who leads into captivity should go into captivity. Who led us into captivity?
White man.
Exactly. Right.
Right.
Along with everybody else too. How you think the Great Wall of China was built? We built that.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. How you think the pyramids in Egypt was built? Until this day, scientists can't understand how those was built.
Yeah, they thought those were the giants, the Arcana, or what, the not extraterrestrial, but something to do with ancient, like, I don't even know my terms. I was just watching a YouTube video on this and stuff, trying to get educated on it.
Right.
We were giants at one point in time. There was more oxygen.
Yes.
There was a tree that's cut down, and they're trying to make it as a monument of the rock, but that was the great tree of life.
Right, and the giants that was taking place and that was here was my people. Adam was a giant. He was tall. He was big.
Like above 7-8 foot.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh yeah. But when the hands is given into the when the earth is given into the hands of the wicked, everything starts to decrease. Years of life, body build,
oxygen,
everything.
Dinosaurs.
You know,
that's probably what took out the dinosaurs and everything prehistorical.
do you believe there was dinosaurs?
No.
Where is that in the Bible?
I don't really know. I think what they're digging up is all kind of put together.
Right. Listen to this.
Land before time and stuff.
He who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Right?
I just read that right here.
Yeah, so who leads us in captivity should go into captivity. Who kills with the sword must be killed with the sword. Right? Here is the patience and the faith of the saints. See, that's the good news to our people, that we have the Most High coming back to redeem us and save us from this captivity, right? Because when you look in the streets, my people's the only one that's getting gunned down, getting the knee on the neck, getting shot at 100 times and getting hit 60 times.
That's fucked up.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I saw all that.
Yeah. That's why
George Floyd, man.
Yeah.
People protesting.
That's why we need our God to come back to redeem us.
We need to separate the evil from the good.
Right. And who's the evil?
There's a lot of it, but you can't just say white man, because we're all. But the white man has controlled it, because all those African Americans, Hispanics, and everybody else, Latinos, it doesn't even matter your nationality at that point. They could be Chinese. They're all in the police force. They all have one order to do it, and if you stand down, disobey, you lose your job. Right. So they're being controlled by the white man to do, and then the power of the sins to be able to commit that. There's a lot of people that want to overpower that and stand upon it, but they're jeopardizing their career, their life, so they don't have the power.
Hey, I don't mean nothing.
They're being overpowered.
Right. But you know, the thing about it is, at the end of the day, who all orchestrated that?
White man.
Exactly.
100%.
That's what all boils down
in
to.
the office, in the White House, and everything,
All that.
higher up.
All that.
They're all like that.
All that. Watch. And who was the cops before they became who they was today? What was their job?
To collect tax, because taxes on stuff. When that's when taxation came in, that's when we started getting the.
They were slave catchers.
Oh.
That's why they orchestrated being cops.
Like cowboy style, right?
Yeah,
We're talking Wild West. We're talking way back.
To go search
Indian,
out the slaves. That's why we have cops today. But right now is they adjusted to their crafty counsel, right?
How is that all being orchestrated, all underneath our eyes?
That's the thing about it.
And everyone's so blind to it. They don't see that.
Why
are we diverse between, like, has to be between race or anything?
Do you drink beer?
I do not.
Do you smoke weed?
I do.
What does weed do?
It makes me feel good.
And not give a fuck about what's going on in the world.
It just puts me blank. It don't make me feel like anything. It's
right.
a huge distraction.
Right. Why you think they bring guns to the hood?
So people can shoot each other.
Why you think they bring drugs to the hood?
So people can kill each other.
Why you think we got our girls on TV shaking their asses, right? Why you think we got gangs, right? Why you think our people is on this other shit and not focusing on what they need to focus on to keep us distracted?
It's a distraction, yeah.
Right.
And I did notice that the government and that the other
Yeah.
people had brought that in.
Yeah, to keep us distracted.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
To not understand who we are.
Oh,
as
I
a
believe
people.
Fox News, all the media, everything on the control of the population. Yeah, if you have someone that's dumb and uneducated, they're easier to be controlled upon.
Why you think
more
they,
education
why you think they told us if you want to hide something from a nigga, put it in the book? Right?
I've never heard that.
Yeah. If you want to hide something from a
Acting
so-called
like they
black
educated
man,
or something, like they don't know
put
how to
it in the
educate
book,
themselves.
and we the smartest people that's on this earth.
Yeah.
Right? We the smartest, organized people that's on this earth. But what they have did was they took control of us and they painted their own narrative to us.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And they called us black.
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
They shouldn't have done that.
At all. They called us black for us to hate ourselves and for everybody else to hate us.
I see that.
You get what I'm
I
saying?
see that, yeah.
Right.
I don't look at you any different than I look at myself.
Listen
We're
to this.
both brothers.
Listen to this. Hey, we was brothers. Yeah, that's right. You honestly right. Yeah, you honestly right. See, but the thing about it is, the hate that was put on us, the destruction that was put on us, the killing that was put on us, right? Hey man, they hung our little babies.
That's fucked up.
Right? Hey man, they put blood and meat on our females' stomachs for the damn dogs to bite the damn baby out the stomach.
That's gross.
Right? They play baseball with the little baby's head. They did all type of wicked things
I had no idea.
to our people.
That's fucked up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's what happened.
Kind of like Hitler with the Jews and shit.
Right. Why you think he was going around doing what he was doing?
Because he's on methamphetamines.
Not even just that, because the Jews today is me. I'm a Jew. I'm from the tribe of Judah. The Jewish people, those ain't the real Jews.
No.
They're not the real Jews at all, and I'm gonna get there. But this is Psalms 106, verse 35. But they have mingled with the Gentiles and learned their works. Who is the Gentiles? Those are the heathens today, right? We have mingled with them and learned their abomination, their customs, their pagan ways, Christmas, Halloween, Thanksgiving, 4th of July. That's all against my people.
Damn.
You understand? That has nothing to do with us. The Most High gave us feast days. We just, hey, all praises to the Most High. We had Feast of Trumpets yesterday. It was mighty. It was beautiful. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
But they have orchestrated and gave crafty counsel to follow their custom in them ways.
Yeah, it's a marketing scheme too. Spirit Halloween, when they pop up, it's all in control of getting the money. It's all
Exactly,
the
and
money.
not just that. When you keep God's chosen people in sin, your kingdom is able to continue. Right?
Right.
When you got God's chosen people in sin, you're able to control the earth. Right? That's why they don't like us and want us to read the Bible. Because when you read the Bible, it opens up our eyes to who we are as a people and as a nation. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what that comes down to, right? This is and I appreciate you honestly sitting here dialoguing with me and understanding what's taking place and what's going to happen in these last days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be judgment on your people.
Oh, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? It's going to be judgment on your people. Listen to this. This is Psalms 137, verse 7. Remember, O Lord, against the sons of Edom. You know who Edom is, right? Those are the Edomites today, which is the white man. Right. See what they have did, they call themselves white. Now, if you look up the definition of white, what does that mean? They're pure, superior, they're nice, they're cool, they're calm and collective. Right, you know what I'm saying? The day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it to its very foundation. O daughter of Babylon. This is ancient Babylon. This is ancient Babylon today. Ancient Sodom and Gomorrah. Ancient Sodom and Egypt. Egypt stands for slavery and bondage. That's why when you look on the back of your dollar, you have the pyramid.
Yeah, I always wondered about that, with the eye.
Because this is ancient Egypt.
Ancient Egypt.
Yeah, this is ancient Egypt.
Here in the States.
It's here in the States. That's why they got it on the dollar. Ancient Egypt stands for bondage and slavery. That's when the Most High captured us and took us out of slavery in Egypt, when Moses said, let God's chosen people go. They was in Egypt, right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
Right. And we would sit here on slave ships and sold to the enemy.
Damn.
Yeah. Right? Listen to this. To its very foundation, O daughter of Babylon, who to be destroyed? Happy the one who repays you as you have served us. Happy the one who takes and dashes their little ones against the rock. So that just letting you know it's going to be a lot of bloodshed,
Yeah.
to the young, to the old, and to the kids. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's judgment coming back on this place called Babylon. Ancient Babylon, right?
Damn.
So today, how do you think my people got here today?
From the ships.
Exactly. Didn't you know that's in the Bible?
No.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Right,
was
right.
just from what everyone talks
Right.
about.
And let me read this to you too. Let me read this to you, man. Right? This is Exodus 21, verse 16. He who kidnaps a man and sells him, or if he is found in his hand, should surely be put to death. Right?
Right.
Be surely put to death.
Yeah.
Who was kidnapped from their land? If we got here on slave ships, where did we come from?
Egypt.
Right. And the reason why we went to Egypt was to get away from what was going on in Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Right.
The desert, right?
Right. Right. So Jerusalem is our homeland. Israel. The people that's in Israel today, they don't belong there.
They don't. They're
Not at
a
all.
different nationality. They're
Not at all.
different.
Not at all.
They
Those
didn't
are
look
those
right.
are Caucasians. Those are ones that done raped, robbed, and murdered and took our heritage from us and made it theirs. That's why they call themselves Jewish. They're not the real Jews. You get what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
They're not the real Jews. Let me show you this.
Oh shit. Shit just got real now.
Hey, it gets real, man. All praises to the Most High. Listen to this. This is Revelations, verse 2, chapter 2, verse 9. I know your works and your tribulations and your poverty. The works and tribulations is, he's talking about us right now. The works and tribulations, he knows our poverty. He knows what we're going through. He knows what we're dealing with. He sees everything. He's seeing what's taking place today.
Damn.
Right? He's seeing everything that is going on. You can't hide from him. You can't hide from him. That's Proverbs 15 and 3. He sees good and evil. He sees everything. Right?
Yeah.
But you are rich. We are rich. Our soul is rich. I'm not rich as it comes to carnal things, physical things. You know what I mean? I still got to pay bills.
Me too.
You know what I mean? But we're rich in spirit. You know what I mean? We're rich to the promises and everything that is given to us. Right? Listen to this. And I know the blasphemy of those who say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
What?
Those are the Jewish people that's in our land today.
Damn.
Those are the Jewish people that's in our land today. Right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that took part on our captivity, right? Beat us, raped our people, our females, our men. They butt broke them in front of every damn body, right? They raped our females in the middle of the night, and if we try to say something, they'll kill us. You get what I'm saying? So we got to the point today where some of our females don't respect the men because it's naturally inside them. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If we come through a bloodline, through hurt, pain, and trials and tribulations, that's still affected and taking over us today.
Today's time.
You get what I'm saying?
I see it unfolding.
Yeah, definitely. So that happens to us all day, every day. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, the thing about it is, people continue doing what they're doing. People continue living life, not knowing there's judgment that's going to be taking place. Hey, that's why the Most High say, enjoy your time while you got it. Because regardless, it's going to happen. is going to take place.
Right.
Right? It's going to take place. It's going to take place. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And at the end of the day, we don't care about how people feel about it. We don't care about what people think about it. Because we out here for our people to let them know the truth. That there is hope.
100%.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There is a Most High that's coming back for his chosen people. You get what I'm saying? That you're not alone. Right? We're not alone. You know what I'm saying? And you know, when people see us, they be like, shit, they slaves. Hey, but handle your business. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you for everything.
Hey, all praises, man. Yes. You know, all praises to the Most High, man. Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. You know, and this was taking place in the last days, man. You know what I'm saying? We got other nations that's curious on what's going to happen, man. You know what I mean? We got other nations that's curious on what's going to happen because there's judgment that's being taking place on this earth today. That's going to happen, right? That the so-called white man is going to be destroyed for all his bad things that he have done to the people of the book. You're going to be destroyed, man. Right? There's going to be judgment taking place. There's going to be judgment, right? There's going to be judgment. Let's really dive into this, right? Let's really dive into this. Because in the Bible it says, prove all things. Everybody think that the people in the Bible is white. Whereas the Bible specifically tell you who the Bible and what the color is. That's why the white man has took the Bible and made it to their own images. To fit to psychology and visually keep us oppressed and keep our mind delusional to certain things that's been taking place today. This is 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. And laid open the book of the law, wherein the heathen has sought to paint the likeness of their images, right? That's why you got the white Jesus running around here. That's why you got white angels running around here, right? But the Bible says that they have took the book and painted to their images. That's why they got Christianity, right? That's white supremacists right there, man. Because they want to sit here and tell us, oh, it's not about color. But at the end of the day, it is about color, right? It is. Because it got our people thinking they're nothing. To as they're superior than any nation that's on this earth today. That's why when you look at sports, we dominate everything. We better at everything. If we was not in sports or anything today, this place would be nothing. It would be boring. That's where the Coliseum came into place. That's where they get it from. Because we're sitting here to entertain the white man. While he sit up in his lofty high places and look down on us while we entertain him. But it says in the Bible that they took the images of the Bible and painted to their images. Right? All you got to do is just open up the Bible and read it. And stop listening to what the white man tell you. Hey, when you control the world, you can paint your own narrative. You can paint your own picture. You think the white man is mighty, you think the Asian man is mighty because they got the stores, they got the news, they put their faces on every damn thing. It was designed for that. It was designed for that. It was designed for us to feel like we nothing, but we the most powerful nation on the earth. So-called blacks, so-called Native Americans, and so-called Mexicans. You are the chosen people out of the Bible. You are God's chosen people, and he's coming back for you. That's why you got to turn back from your ways Today is the Sabbath. I done seen all my people going in and out of these stores, buying and selling. Whereas on the Sabbath day, you ain't supposed to buy and sell. It's a rest day for us. We got 6 days out of the week to do your works. But on the 7th day, he rested. That's a commandment. You ain't supposed to eat pork. You ain't supposed to eat shrimp. You ain't supposed to eat lobster. Those are bottom feeders. Shrimp is unclean to us. Pork is unclean to us. How you doing, brother? That's why it says in the Bible, Leviticus 11:7, that swine's flesh is unclean to you. Let me go to the book of Isaiah, man. Because we in the last days. We in the last days, man, of this ancient place called ancient Babylon. We're in the last days. Let me go to Isaiah 66, man. Right? Isaiah 66. This is Isaiah 66. And I'm going to read 15 down on to 17. For behold, the Lord will come with fire and with his chariots. Hey, the thing about it is, all the things that you see that's happening in the sky, you guys think those are UFOs. Those are chariots. Those are chariots that's coming back to destroy this place with Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorant called Jesus today. Those ain't UFOs. The people that say they're UFOs, they know who those chariots are. But they ain't gonna tell you that. Right? They ain't gonna tell you the truth. Right? They ain't gonna tell you what's really going on, man. Like a whirlwind to render his anger with fury. The Most High is coming back with anger and fury. He's coming with destruction with the chariots. He ain't coming back playing. He ain't coming back to save everybody. And if the so-called blacks, so-called Mexicans, and Native Americans don't repent from their wicked ways, and turn back to the Most High God, and follow his commandments, you will be destroyed in these last days. Right? That's why you see the Hebrew Israelite movement taking place today as we speak. I am not the only brother that's on the street corner telling and speaking the words of the Most High God. You got it throughout the whole earth. People think we crazy, and we don't give a damn. We're here to do the work of the Most High. Period. To give warning to our people, to let them know destruction is coming, and they can drive by in their fancy cars, and you know what I'm saying? And the slave population they feel, and it can be passed on down to generations. It ain't gonna last long. Period. Don't you know every kingdom don't last long? It always get destroyed. Don't you know that? But the white man's pride is so damn high, he gotta be brought down to reality. You get what I'm saying? He gotta be brought down to reality. And understand his kingdom is falling. It ain't gonna stay the same. Right? Let me finish on. For the fire of his sword, the Lord will judge all flesh. The Lord is going to judge everybody. He's going to judge all flesh. He's going to judge everybody. Are you ready for that? You ready? Are you okay with your judgment? Okay. So are you okay with going into slavery? Okay.
God, I learned that I had to quit taking the wheel and let God take the wheel.
Okay, what God are you talking about? Is he white or black? But in the Bible said he doesn't love everybody. What chapter and verse? Because don't go to John 3:16, because it says that he loves the world, but what world is he talking about?
He's not talking about this
Well,
world. He's talking about creation. He's talking about us.
who's us? Who is his children?
Every single one of us.
But in the Bible it says, can I read you something?
Yeah, you can read something. I love God. I love him.
Let me read you this. This is Amos. Right? This is Amos 3. Let me get there real quick. This is Amos 3. Verse 1. I'm going to read down. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought upon the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for your iniquity. The Most High say he's the only ones, we the only ones that he knows upon this earth. Of Israel, right? And in the book it specifically tell you who Israelites are, right? Let me read another one to you, right? And to get the understanding about the Bible, Isaiah 28:9 and 10, you got to go precept upon precept, line upon line, a little bit of here, a little bit of there, to get the understanding of this Bible, right? Listen to this. This is Matthew. This is New Testament too, right? This is Matthew 15, verse 24. But he answered and said, I was not sent except to the lost sheep of the house of Israel. He was only sent for the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So how can he love everybody? Right? One more. Let me let me read you something else. This is Romans. This is New Testament too. Right? This is Romans 9, verse 13. As it is written, Jacob I have loved, but Esau I have hated. So the Most High God is telling you who he hates and who he loves. Right? We are the church. Let me read you something else. Oh yeah, we are. And when you go to John 21:17 on down, he says, if you love me, go feed my sheep. That's what we're doing. If you love me, go feed my lambs. The Most High doesn't dwell in temples made by hands, right? That's Christianity. That's Baptist, right? He doesn't deal with that. He don't deal with crosses. He was crucified on the cross. So why in the hell we wearing crosses and disrespecting him? You ain't gonna wear a gun of who your brother say, hypothetically speaking, right? Let's say when somebody in your family gets shot down with a gun or whatever the case may be. You ain't gonna wear that specific gun on your chest. That's mockery. That's disrespect. right? You're not going to do that. Listen to this. We don't dwell in churches. Churches is white supremacists. They done beat false things into us since we came here on slave ships. That's in the Bible as well too. We didn't walk over here. We didn't fly over here. We were sent here on slave ships. That's in the Bible. That's why they said if you want to hide something from a so-called nigga, put it in a book. Because what our people rather do, we rather go off and smoke weed. We rather go off and drink. We rather go off and party. But that's not of the Most High. We're holy people. We separate people. We ain't supposed to be doing that, right? When we got here, we learned the customs of the white man. He the biggest gangster around here. He the one who going to different countries, killing, raping, and robbing, right? But he want to paint a narrative to us and say that we bad people. We don't bring no guns into the hood. We don't bring no drugs into the hood, right? Who brings that? The white man. Do you agree?
I agree so much that I think for myself that even being called white is racist because I'm not white.
What are
I
you?
don't even want to
Right. You're right. You're not white.
I ain't white.
You're not white.
I'm Caucasian.
Exactly.
And I ain't
And you know where
white.
Caucasian come from? It's come from because y'all was dwelling in the caves, right? That's where that come from, right? Esau is your forefather. Esau was red, right? That's why white people call themselves rednecks. Hey, it is what it is. But that's why.
I think what you're talking about with racism with whites, I believe that if you look at when we talk about what race we are, there's only two races that are called the color, and that's white and black. And I think it's because
Want to know why?
because they don't want us
Because,
to like each other.
no, because that's been the problem since day one.
Because it has been.
That's been a problem.
Because you're not black, I'm not white.
Exactly.
I'm Caucasian and you're African American.
I'm not African American.
Well, if you're African,
I'm not. I'm an Israelite. So yeah, let me tell you something. Africa. See what the white man has done. That comes from an Italian white man. Did you know this place is named after an Italian white man? Did you know Africa is named after a white man as well? Exactly. So, and the thing about it is, when they take people into captivity, it's just like the Roman days.
it was about money. It was all about money, and it turned into.
It was never about money. It was about oppressing God's chosen people. That's the main thing about it.
And the devil.
Who's the devil?
The devil is evil.
Who's the devil?
That's all I can say to you other than that. In the Bible, it talks about how God created the devil and then angel.
Who's the devil?
Angel.
Who's the devil? It's a spirit it's a spirit that's around the earth today.
Oh, it lives. Evil hides. I don't have my Bible.
Who's the devil? Who's deceitful today? Who's the earth given into? The hands of the wicked. Who is that given into? Who's the earth? Who's the world given to? Who does all that? Who orchestrates all that? Exactly. And it ends with the white man, right? Exactly. So if you're able, exactly. Right.
More than any other country.
Right.
Which is why diversity is important because it's putting in the minds, white people have put in the minds that it is okay for other races to even discriminate, and it is not okay.
No, see what it is to discriminate. Nah, what it is we're reading out of the Bible, right? And the Bible specifically says that he's dealing with one nation of people. There's 18 nations in the Bible, right? And he's dealing with one nation, right? That's why the white man took the images out of the Bible and made them white. That's why you see around, there's a white Jesus. His name is Caesar Borgia, right? He's from the Yahushua. He's from the tribe of Judah. He's a black man. And when you go to Revelations 1:13-15, it describes him as being a black man. Let me read that to you. Oh yeah, because you want to know why? That's the end of the book. That's the judgment that's taking place. Right? This is Revelations 1. Let me get to the point.
Can I leave my number with you, or do you come on this corner often?
Actually, nah, this is my first time on here, man.
This is cool.
Yeah. And the
I
thing,
give you props to this.
let me read this one verse to you.
Okay.
Let me read this one verse to you. And I'm gonna start at 1 because this just lets you know the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach. Yahushua Mashiach is who the world ignorantly called Jesus today, right? His name ain't Jesus. The letter J was invented during 1525. In the Hebrew, there's no letter J, okay?
I know that the Hebrew version is way
Exactly. So the question is, what's really going on? If there's questions and doubts about things, what's really going on? You got to read the Bible. Listen to this. His head and his hair was white like wool. Who has woolly hair today? Nappy hair? My people, right? And the white comes from the wisdom, the stress that he has had dealing, right? And as white as snow, and his eyes was a flame of fire. He drank wine, what we call yan, right? His feet were like fine brass. What color is brass? Brown, right? As if refined in a furnace, as if it was burnt in a furnace. So he was a very dark man, right? And his voice as the sound of many waters. His voice was deep, right? And there's plenty of precepts I can go on to let you know that the people out of the Bible is black, right? Let me read you one more, man. I'll let you get on your way. Just so I gotta prove all things.
All right, I gotta get back soon before they cancel this order, though. I'm trying to get money for my family.
Okay.
My little baby girl's at home.
Let me read you one more. Watch this. This is Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am dark. I am dark, but lovely, O daughters of Jerusalem. Like the tents kindled, like the searches of Solomon. So it says I am dark. He's letting you know I'm a black man, I'm dark. But I'm lovely, I'm beautiful. You know what I'm saying? I'm beautiful, right? And it's describing and letting you know who the people out of the Bible is. When you see these UFOs around here and when you see on the news, those are chariots.
I heard that one.
Yeah.
That's where I first heard you.
Right, and the people in the
Turned around.
and the people in the chariots are my people. They're not aliens, they're not green aliens, no nothing, they're dark people. And they're showing themselves and letting you know that they're coming back to redeem his people. Salvation is for Israel, right? Salvation is for the chosen people out of the Bible, right? That's who salvation's for. When you go to Luke 1:68 on down, it tells you his salvation is for the Israelites, right? Right. Now, how do you feel about going into slavery? Ain't that justice?
God's child. So,
Who God are you talking about?
my Father in heaven.
Who's the Father?
I serve my God. It's not about a faith. It's not about a
It is. It is.
But for me, it's not. You know, like you are beautiful because you're a child of God, and that God has told me that you are, right? And that I am to love you and respect you and treat you kind, just as I would myself. That you too are a temple of God. That we were created in God's image.
Can I tell you something? Let me read one more, and then I'll let you go. I promise you. Let me read one more. This is 2nd Esdras, chapter 6, verse 54, and I'm gonna read that down. And after these, Adam also will thou madest Lord of all creatures. So we all believe that we come from Adam, right? Right? Right, okay. Of him come we all. We all come from Adam. And the people also who thou hast chosen. So it's the chosen people that come from Adam, which is the so-called black, so-called Mexicans and Native Americans. Watch this. All this have spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. The world was made for all sakes. But what happened was the white man came and robbed, raped, and murdered every damn body and killed everybody. Watch this. As for the other people, which also of Adam, they have said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle. That's what the Lord says. That they're nothing. They're unto like spittle. Right? Listen to this. And has likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. So that just let you know, hey, the Most High doesn't care about the other nations. He only cares about his people, his chosen people. That, like it says, we all come from Adam, but it's a chosen people that comes from Adam that he's dealing with and who he loves. He doesn't love everybody. Because at the end of the day, I now, O Lord, behold, these heathen, which have ever been reputed as nothing, have begun to be lords over us and to devour us.
I'm working in the area. I'll be back.
All praise.
Make sure I get money to take care of my girl.
Just know that judgment is taking place and you're going into captivity. And the Most High doesn't love everybody. He loves his chosen few.
Revelation.
Revelations. Read the whole book.